Hello guys. Welcome back to the channel At Home with Vicky Fam Bam. I am your local realtor here in DC, Maryland, and Virginia. And welcome back. Welcome back, guys. If you clicked on this video, that means that you are trying to get your home sold quickly and most efficiently. And I have some very great tips for you today to help you do just that. So go grab your tea, grab your water, get cozy, and let's get into the video. All right, guys, selling your home quickly with Vicky Koger, your local realtor here in DC, Maryland, and Virginia. All right, guys, I know you've heard this before, but you have to understand that when you are selling your home, I want you to remove your personal feelings from the process. That is something that helps you to be able to detach from this investment, because that's what owning a home is. And I know that we can make it a very personalized situation and overthink the process. But I promise you guys, it's not that deep. Follow these steps. Take a deep breath. If you're in DC, Maryland, or Virginia, you can reach out to me. My information is going to be in the description, and I'll also have it in my bio, however you find me here on YouTube. All right, guys, so let's get into step number one. Number one, you want to make sure that you are decluttering your home. We are decluttering and we are depersonalizing. All right, that is how we're going to get everything prepared for the staging process, and we'll get into that later. Okay, but number one is decluttering and depersonalizing. When we are doing a deep clean on our house, that's obvious. You also want to start to pack up all of your favorite knickknacks, pictures of you and your family. Remember, I'm going to order you professional photos, and it's wise to not have pictures of your family going on the MLS, because when we put your house for sale, your house is going to be uploaded and it's going to be on all real estate sites nationwide. Okay, we want to find the best buyer, and we want to find them quickly, and we all know that everyone starts with their home search online. My job is to optimize that for you and get your home seen. All right, so not only is this going to help you to detach from the wonderful memories that you have created in your beautiful home, this is also going to make the house feel like a blank canvas for potential buyers. Okay, so most importantly, declutter. That means you're packing up things. I have had clients that put stuff in storage if they have not yet found their new home. The optimal thing to do would be to get a storage space and put the things that you know you're going to take with you in storage. If you have time, you can actually start trying to sell furniture that you know you're not going to take with you. Even clothing, you can donate it to the Goodwill, Salvation Army. All of that is a tax write-off, okay? So if you haven't filed your taxes and you're thinking about getting your home sold, start looking around to see what you want to donate in your home, and you'll be able to get some tax credit on that. All right, and I made a video about tax credit yesterday, so if you haven't caught up on that, go watch that video. But yeah, people get storage spaces, and if you then they also sell and donate. Also, you can take a designated room. I don't really like this because I know that buyers want to see every space of the home, and it's just gonna really kind of like hinder the process if we take like the garage or a bedroom and use that as storage. But if you have to do that, I would say to use the garage or maybe a corner in the basement where you could use that as a storage space. Okay, if you don't have a garage or a basement, a spare bedroom. But you want the house to be as empty as possible. If you're still living in the house, just make sure that you definitely depersonalize and everything is taken off of the countertop except for decor that we're going to be using in the staging process. Got it? Good. All right. So remember, guys, if you see me looking over here to my left, it's because I am looking at my notes. So yeah, let's keep it going. All right. Step number 2, maximize your lighting, right? Let me show you. I just added some more lighting, trying to make it as bright as possible. I just added some more lighting right now to my setup. You want to make sure that when my photographers arrive, you have natural light, and also maybe if you can add a lamp or switch out the light bulbs so that when the buyers walk into your house and they turn on the light, it feels bright and new and clean and warm. Bright light gets that done, all right? So make sure that you've changed your light bulbs. If you can upgrade your light fixtures, that's a quick little cheap upgrade that will make the house look new and feel more inviting to your potential buyer, all right? So let's tip number 3. Now that we've already talked about decluttering, depersonalizing, making sure that the windows are clean so the natural sunlight comes in, blinds are wiped down, you're cleaning your light fixtures, switching out your light bulbs, maybe you borrow a lamp to bring in more lighting, we are going to get a fresh coat of paint. If you don't do nothing else, if you don't do no other repairs to your home, a fresh coat of paint goes a long way, okay? If your paint, you know when your paint looks good. And this is the part of the process where a walkthrough or a listing appointment with a listing agent like myself, I'll be able to tell you if you need a fresh coat of paint or if just some soap and water and elbow grease is gonna be good enough for your home. But I can tell you this right here, right now, if you're going to invest in any repairs to get your house ready for market, a fresh coat of paint, that's it. That's the one you want to start investing in. And I would do professional because people don't always know what they're doing personally, and you don't want that pasty paint job. You know when a paint job has been done professionally or when it's a DIY project and somebody ain't got no business DIYing painting. That money that you invest in professional painting is going to get you a great rate of return. So go ahead and invest in the painting, all right? So that's step number 3. Now, step number 4 in the living room. Let's talk about staging. Okay, so a lot of times sellers freak out because you've been to open houses, you've been to new constructions maybe, and you see that like these houses look like they should be in some type of home magazine. That is ideal, but staging with a professional stager can be quite pricey. When I do my walkthroughs with my sellers and I'm meeting with them for the very first time to discuss getting their home ready for sale, I am also doing an inventory of furniture that you already have. Now, me personally, ideally, I honestly think that houses that are empty, no furniture, no nothing, just complete plain canvas with a fresh coat of paint, deep cleaning, and a nice welcoming lighting and maybe a light vanilla scent. I think those houses are the best. But if you want to stage your home, I know higher end homes, maybe 600,000 and above, it may be beneficial to have it staged. And if you cannot afford professional stagers, we can use the furniture and the things that you already have in your home to make it look nice and warmy, okay? And maybe I'll do a whole nother video about that, tips and tricks and hacks on how to stage your home like a professional. And you know, hey, I just gave you something that you can search here on YouTube. There are plenty of professional home designers all over social media that are giving you tips on staging your home. And you can do that yourself. I promise you, it's not that complicated. We're just going to place the couch and make the living room feel nice and warmy, clean up everything, and depersonalize and declutter, and you have staged your house. We get like a cute little plant or maybe a cute flower or some decor that you have and you just haven't used or whatever. It's not that complicated, guys, and I can always help you with that if you're in DC, Maryland, and Virginia. And if you're not in DC, Maryland, and Virginia and you want to do this yourself and you don't want to hire a stager, you can search online. Pinterest is also another great platform to help you with that. Okay? Moving right along. All right, now that we have the house staged, now that we've decluttered, now that we have a fresh coat of paint. Oh, let me go back to the fresh coat of paint because I did not give you guys these notes. A lot of people are like, Vicky, what color do I use? Okay, guys, so I want you to think neutral colors, soft, light colors. Okay, a soft gray. Heather gray has been in the top of the list for homes colors, paint. Heather gray, very, very light grays are always a win. Whites, although you can get, I would do eggshell, right? Or beige. White can make it feel like an asylum. We don't want that. You know, depending on the style of home, I could tell you if I come through what color you should use based off of the color that you already have, because sometimes it's easier. Like, let's say, like, I know in my house we have a lot of accent colors, and I know that me and my husband, we already discussed it. If we were ever going to sell this house, we would go with the heather gray, and we would have to go a little bit darker than the light gray because we have dark colors in our home. So things like that you want to think about. What's going to be the easiest to paint over? And this is why I say hiring a professional painter is going to get you a better rate of return in the long run, because yeah, you don't want a choppy job. Okay, so there's that. All right, let's keep going, guys. Let's keep going. So I got y'all the colors. Okay, now once you get the home stage, we put on some vases, some flowers, we clean off the furniture, everything feels welcoming. Now is where you hire your realtor, because this is where our market analysis is going to come into play. We need to price the home correctly, okay? In a lot of parts of the country right now, houses are beginning to sit on the market, and I can tell you guys right now that it's priced, okay? Some of y'all have been on the market forever because your house is overpriced. If you have been on the market for 30 days or more and you have not gotten any showings, you have not gotten any offers, you are overpriced, okay? So I also don't want you to get hung up on that, because I feel like I could do a whole video about that, and I probably have done a whole video about that. But honestly, the longer you keep your house overpriced, the more money that it's going to cost you. The market indicates directly how much your home is worth, what people want to pay for your house, and they're not even going to go look at it if it's overpriced, okay? So that is going to be a separate video, and that is something that I would help you with when we do a listing appointment. We're going to look at recent sales. We're going to look at the comps, and comps are comparables. Those are the last 3 or 4 homes that have sold in your area within the last 30, 60, sometimes even 90 days. That is what's used to create your appraisal once you have a ratified contract, all right? So, and that's what everybody wants. Everybody wants that ratified contract. You want that buyer to come and to offer you what you want. And I always give my clients an estimated net sheet, because, guys, no matter if you're a buyer or a seller, knowing your numbers is always going to be the bottom line of real estate. And of course, when you're selling your home, you want to know how much money you're walking away with, because this is the money that you're going to use for your next investment or your next phase of life. So I am always going to make sure that we are clear on what that looks like at whatever price we end up setting your home for, okay? Selling your house doesn't have to be stressful, guys. I said that in the opening. I want you to make informed, knowledgeable decisions, and remember that you must detach from the personalized memories and the warm, fuzzy feelings, because I don't want you guys to be on the list of foreclosures, okay? I have been watching the news, and I was going to do a separate video about it, guys, but it's honestly very sad to know that there are so many people that are about to lose their homes, and here we are in a market where we have more buyers than active inventory, and we have sellers that are holding on to their houses and almost about to lose it to the bank. Let me tell you something. The equity that you have in your house, if you lose your house in foreclosure, you don't get any of that money. All that money goes to the bank. So not only are you going to be out of a home, but now you're going to have to figure out what you're going to do, and you're not going to make any money. The equity in your house is only valid based off of what the market indicates. That's why when I do a market analysis for somebody, I tell them, hey, this is only 30 days. Every 30 days, we must update the market analysis, because based off of what the market is doing, meaning comparable homes in your area, what they're selling for, how long did they take to sell, that's going to change how much money you have in equity, okay? So that's very important to know that equity is only realized cash when you sell the house, guys, okay? And if you lose your home to foreclosure, whatever the reason may be, the bank does not care. The bank is taking 100% of the proceeds, and you walk away with zero, period. And if you get in a very desperate situation and you end up selling your house to one of those investors that have already lowballed you to the ground, you again have lost thousands of dollars on your equity and actually handed it over to the investor, who's only going to do everything that I just told you to get the house prepared to sell it really quickly and make the most amount of money in the least amount of time. You want to be that guy or girl, so don't get tricked out your bag, right? That's the theme for the year. I don't want my buyers getting tricked out the bag, and I definitely don't want my homeowners that definitely know they need to sell right now to get tricked out the bag. Okay, guys? You know the drill. Like, subscribe, follow. Until we meet again, thank you so much for everyone that has joined the family. And you know that I'm going to be bringing you videos every day, keeping you up to date on real estate and everything in between. Until we meet again, bye-bye.